We all know the Border Gavaskar Trophy this time. It's going to be a tough contest. Australia is really keen on turning the tables. And given our middle order right now, which is just not settled, it is immature. It still needs a lot of, a lot of practice as well. Should veterans like Pujara or Rahane be kept around to offer some sort of a stability? Because we've seen on multiple occasions, as soon as the top order fails, we just cannot rely on our middle order. Earlier, we were used to getting, getting out of such situations because of Pujara and Rahane and batters such as those. But now we just don't have such reliable batters. Do you think we should keep Pujara and Rahane around for the Border Gavaskar Trophy?
No, not really. I think we have the batters, but they have to be told that what is the job. And imagine they've played so much cricket. They just have to see the situation. Virat Kohli also has been playing Test cricket and he's been chasing the record. But imagine since 2022, he's only got 300. And at the same time, Joe Root has got 18. So you can imagine the kind of conviction maybe Joe Root is showing, and he can also bat dirty, but he can also switch the next gear. I think the problem is that maybe this is good for India before Australia, because this kind of a performance just gives you a wake-up call, because we are only focusing about who's going to be the fast bowler, who's going to be the bowlers, but nobody's talking about Indian batting also in Australia, and you're right. But we have to identify players like that. But these days, if you players also, get into the test zone, they know that they're going to lose out financially. Because, if they play like this, they will be branded. Because since, Hashim Amla kind of players never used to get a good contract. Because, imagine Cheseshwar Pujara, they're the best players and the toughest format. But in T20 cricket, which is where the money is there, they're not rated. So the players, the younger players, to find that kind of player, a slot, and develop a player like that, very difficult in these times, because that player is also going to aspire to play, the riches.
Right. Atul, you're talking a lot about how a lot of Indian players play multiple formats. Do you think that also is harming Indian cricket right now? Because you're talking about Joe Root. We all know how Joe Root made that tough decision of focusing majorly on Test cricket, and that's paying dividends right now, not just for him, but also English cricket. We've seen how in the past as well, players like Pujara and Rahane have also focused on a single format, and it's done wonders for them. Do you think that is what India is lacking right now? Because Test matches, you don't really can bank on players who are in that 50-50 mindset. They don't know whether to attack, they don't know whether to defend. And that's what seems to be the problem with Indian batters now.
So we'll need another program to discuss it, because this is such a big problem. Because this is the society we live in, low-hanging fruit. Even the players who actually not play for India even, and they're big stars, they get the money. So people also cherish them, and they become celebrities. And in contrast, if you just play Test cricket, financially it's not rewarding. The board has to find a way to identify players and actually support them, because they should be compensated. But what if you just leave it to the players? He's going to just try and hit and play like T20 because he's going to get a contract. So I think the respect for Test cricket is going down, and especially to get players like that is very difficult. And unless, and old world people like me are only few who actually respect Test cricketers. Because, T20, and you're right. I mean, too many players play across the formats. I made a point which everybody got upset, that 1.4 billion people, and we had 8 players playing all the formats, 3 formats at one point. And this is impossible. How can you do that?
Correct.
And in contrast, New Zealand has got a population of Janakpur in Delhi, and they only had 4 people playing across the formats. So something's wrong somewhere.
Absolutely. Atul, a very interesting point that you made there. And also, it's more baffling given the bench strength that we have right now. It's not like we don't have players right now. We have multiple players who are specialized in multiple formats, but for some reason we seem to be sticking on to some players and making them play all the formats. And at the end of the day, it looks like it is spoiling their game as well. Chandresh, before we started this conversation, you were also talking about the Border Gavaskar Trophy, the WTC final as well. How much do you think this is going to dent India's chances? Because I know the WTC final is still far away, because again, a lot of focus is on WTC. And do you think this is also going to put a lot of extra pressure on the Indian cricket team down under? Because earlier, if they had clean swept this particular series, they would have played Border Gavaskar Trophy with a lot more freedom. But now they are going to win. They are going to have to win a certain number of games, and this is going to put more pressure down under, where they'll already be under a lot of pressure.
It's already started. And I think that if you look at the Australian media, they've already started talking about it. The English media started talking about India's batting today. And in a way, it is a good thing that this has happened today rather than in Australia. But also remember that you spoke about players across the formats. Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, Ravindra Jadeja, Ravichandran Ashwin, KL Rahul, Jasprit Bumrah. They're not playing the shortest format that regularly India doesn't play any ODI cricket at all. So in that sense, India is very lucky that we had a different T20 team playing against Bangladesh, and the Test squad is completely different. And then in South Africa also they will have a T20 series with Surya Kumar Yadav leading a different side. In a way, this side is settled in the sense that you've got a lot of players who are now focused on playing Test cricket, especially Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma. So that is a good thing. Looking ahead, the good thing for India is that an India A team will also be touring Australia before the Test series in Australia. They'll be playing 2 matches against Australia A, and then they'll play a match against the Indian Test side, an intra-squad match. So the Indian team will have some kind of a build-up for, especially for the guys who are going to be playing the Test series in Australia. So all those things put together, I think that's a good build-up for India. Considering we don't usually get such opportunities nowadays with such packed schedules. I think one name that they need to seriously consider to be part of the larger squad is Abhimanyu Ishwaran, not because for anything, but just because he's been in consistent form. In the last 5 first-class matches, he scored 100.
Correct.
In every first-class match. And he bats time. And I think that will be a very important factor, considering that there are reports that Rohit Sharma may not be available for the first or the second Test match in Australia. So
Absolutely.
I think we have all the goods and we have all the resources available. I think we need to just get it right and just sort of temper the approach, the high risk, high reward. I don't quite
Absolutely.
think will always work.
Atul, before we wrap now, I need to ask you about the WTC finals now, because a lot of focus is on that. And we all know how we lost the last 2 finals of the World Test Championship. We know the conditions that cost us the game. And just an example of why we lost is exactly what we saw today. And we don't seem to have learnt any lessons. Swinging ball, our batters collapsing. In case we make it to another WTC final, I think we already know what's going to happen.
Is it for me?
Questions for me?
Yes, Atul, that's for you.
No, I was very disappointed because, build-up was so good and we had a really good test team also. But the way we lost the 2 finals was very painful because the Indian team is much better than that. So I think this periodical, this odd, just collective failure bothers me, where they've got the best of the psychologists, they've got the best of the team management, the full support staff. But imagine these players have played for years and years, and suddenly at such a big stage, there's something that is going wrong, which has to be curtailed. And Chandresh has got mentioned. Ishwan is there. Shubman Gill is somebody I'm hoping that he will be the guy in Australia for us. But just to expect somebody to change their spots just for a series is impossible, because these players always have come on top because of their reputation. They just feel that they can blast their way out. But at times in Test cricket, just to actually change gears and just play ugly cricket also, which people do not actually like these days, is the key. But who's going to be able to do that? That is the question.
All right, gentlemen, I'm being told we're running short of time right now. And again, Indian cricket fans will be hoping that this is just another bad day at the office for Indian team. And of course, the team bounces back and makes it to the final and gets that red ball trophy home finally, something that Indian fans have been waiting for a long, long time. Atul